you heard that there was a landmass between India and Australia and Madagascar? Today we are going to examine the mysteries of Kumari Kandam, which is believed to be still at the bottom of the sea. Kumari Kandam is a mythical continent said to have been located on the southwest coast of India. It is also called Lemuria. In ancient times, the name Kumarikkandam was derived from the literal meaning of land of virgin or virgin continent. The continent of Kumarikkandam is said to have been submerged in an earthquake about 12,000 years ago. The first mention of Kumarikkandam is in the Kanda Purana, a Tamil Shiva myth. In this Purana, Kumarikkandam is described as a rich and prosperous continent. The people of Kumarikkandam were highly civilized. They had extensive scientific and technical knowledge. There are various legends about the submergence of the Kumarikkandam continent. According to a legend, the continent sank because Kumarikkandam, king of Kumarikkandam, was arrogant. According to another legend, there was a huge Shiva temple at Kumarikkandam. Lord Shiva drowned Kumarikkandam when the priests of this temple were arrogant. The existence of Kumarikkandam has not been scientifically proven. However, there is some evidence to support the existence of Kumarikkandam. For example, ruins of ancient cities have been found at the bottom of the Indian Ocean. Also, there is ancient Tamil literature that mentions Kumarikkandam. Although Kumarikkandam is a mythical continent, its existence forms an important part of Indian culture and mythology. Kumarikkandam represents the Indian people's pride in their ancient history and civilization. What is the relationship between Kumarikkandam and Kerala? Kumarikkandam has an important place in the history and culture of Kerala. Many myths and legends of Kerala refer to Kumarikkandam. For example, the Sabarimala Shasta temple, a famous temple in Kerala, is said to have been an important pilgrimage center in Kumarikkandam. The story of Kumarikkandam, an ancient land submerged in the depths of the Indian Ocean, has fascinated scholars and historians for centuries. Many extant early Tamil literary works and their commentaries refer to the Tamil continent of Kumarikkandam, which was ruled by Pandyan kings for 10,000 years before it sank into the Indian Ocean at the southern tip of present-day Kanyakumari district. References to Kumarikkandam from some Tamil literary sources are as follows. According to Silappatikaram, one of the 5 great epics of Tamil literature composed in the 2nd century AD, the land of the Pandyans was captured by the cruel sea, a part of which lay between the Paruli rivers and the mountainous coast of the Kumari. It is said that these rivers used to flow in the now submerged land. Adiyakunala, a 12th century commentator on the epic, explains this reference by saying that Kumarikkandam was once a land south of present-day Kanyakumari, extending 700 kavatams from the Prahuli River in the north to the Kumari River. That is a distance of about 10.6 km. Kanakathikaram is a 15th century Tamil literary work. According to this work, the area of Kumarikkandam was 33,000 feet. According to Kanakathikaram, this land was divided into 49 regions, namely 7 coconut regions, namely Zutenga nature, 7 Madurai regions, Jumatharai nature, 7 old sand regions, Elanuman Palai nature, 7 new sand regions, Aim Rakun Palai nature. There are 7 eastern coastal areas of Nakunakarai nature, 7 dwarf palm areas, Rakurumbanai nature. He says that starting from Kumarikandam, all these lands with many mountainous regions, forests and habitats were submerged in the sea. 2 of these areas were part of present-day Kollam and Kanyakumari districts. Iranya Akaporul is a Tamil literary work written by Nakarana in the 7th century. This work records the list of Pandya kings who ruled Kumarikkandam. And according to the Kumarikkandam tradition, over a period of about 11,000 years, Tamil kings the Pandyas, a historical dynasty, formed 3 Tamil sangams to inculcate interest in knowledge, literature and poetry among their subjects. These sanghas were the wellspring of Tamil culture, and their main focus was the perfection of Tamil language and literature. The first 2 groups were not located in the present-day southern region, but in the southeastern Tamil land. The first sangam, i.e. Mythical, is described as having taken place at Pandayan, the capital city of the king Madurai, i.e. the honey of the sea. Madurai, the word means sunk in the South Madurai Sea. Old Madurai is called Dakshina Madurai to distinguish it from Madurai, the capital of the 3rd Sangha. This system lasted for about 4,440 years, and there were 549 members, which included some gods of the Hindu pantheon like Shiva, Kubera, and Murugan. A total of 4,449 poets are described as having composed songs for this group. 89 Pandyan kings from Kaizina Valudi to Katungon were the successors and rulers of that time. Most of the banks of the Kumarikkandam were submerged in the sea first. Then the Pandyan king and the remaining people migrated to the rest of the land called Kumari Kandam, and the king shifted his capital to Kapatapuram. At the same time, the Chera and Chola kings ruled over 46 other small kingdoms in what is now Tamil Nadu. The second group, i.e. Second Kankam, was convened in the then capital city of Pandya king, Kapatapura. There were 59 members and 3,700 poets participated in this 3,700-year Sangam. 59 Pandya kings from Vandashelian to Mudathiramaran were the successors and rulers of that time. Over time, this city also got submerged in the sea. Uyuking the Bistubautam fight. Having completely lost his Kumari lineage, the Pandyan king conquered the kingdoms of the Kola and Chera kings and made Kokai, the southernmost port of the Indian peninsula, his capital. Later, his capital was shifted to the present city of Madurai. The third group, Mumondram Kangam, Kadaikangam, is believed to be located in the present-day city of Madurai, then the capital city of the Pandyan king, and existed for 1850 years. 49 Pandya kings starting from Mudathiramaran to Ukiraparu Valudi were the successors and rulers of that time. In the Tamil literary works Anthiram Silapadikhiram, Manimakalam and Savampayanam, and in the Sanskrit literary work Bhagavata Puranam, one of the works of Tamil Sangha literature. There is information about the Tamil sages who lived in Kumarikkandam and were part of the Tamil Sangha who composed the Aintiram. And this sage authored other Tamil literatures such as Pranaveda, Mayam Matham I.E. book on architecture, sculptures, and Vastu Shuryanul I.A. book on astronomy and astrology, and a Tamil grammar work. It is said that Chinese laborers were employed by the Pandyan king, and when they descended on the mines they appeared like a great army of tiny ants. Hence they were called Pon Thondi Erumbu I gold mining ants. Ancient Chinese chronicles also confirmed this. The Indica was written by Megasthenes, a Greek anthropologist and explorer who lived in the Hellenistic period around 350 BCI. An account of his travels in India. In this work, he says that Taprobane was separated from the mainland by a river, Taprobane being the old name of Sri Lanka. That is, during the time of Megasthenes, Sri Lanka could be connected to the Indian peninsula with a small landmass. The Tamira-Bharani River, which was between them, was also divided. The fact that the Tamira-Bharani River currently flows into the sea in Tamil Nadu suggests that the Tamiravharani River, which existed between the Indian peninsula and Sri Lanka during the time of Megasthenes, would have reached Sri Lanka if it existed today. Marine archaeological research conducted by the National Institute of Marine Archaeology have revealed that most of the town was washed away due to erosion over several periods and a tsunami around 300 BC, according to marine archaeological finds at Pumbahar in Tamil Nadu. Ancient pottery from the 4th century BCA was discovered by marine archaeologists. The timeline of this tsunami also coincides with the subsidence of the landmass claimed by Megasthenes to have existed between the Indian peninsula and Sri Lanka. What are the archaeological finds at Pumbahar? Geological survey reveals that the maximum depth of the sea is 200 meters in most of the undersea areas where Kumarikkandam is claimed. In some places, the maximum depth of the sea is 2,000 meters. Because the sea is shallower in these areas, there is a greater chance that a land where people lived is now submerged. Languages still spoken by tribal people in Australia, Africa, Andaman, Nicobar, and Lakshadweep are similar to Tamil. Therefore, there is a high probability that there is a connecting land between India, Australia, and Madagascar. Plants, trees, and animals in Africa and Madagascar are similar to those in India. Therefore, there may be a connecting land between India and Madagascar.